Well, the country may be locked down, but that doesn't mean people have to stay out of action, and they're not. Reaching 1 billion people worldwide in a single month. That's the mission of a global movement called Go 2020. And not even a pandemic has been able to shut it down. Take a look.
What began as Global Outreach Day in 2012 is now a month-long event throughout May called Go 2020. The mission, calling every Christian believer to reach 1 billion people worldwide.
1 month, May 2020. One message, Jesus Christ.
This year's focus, though, goes beyond salvation, asking for God to intervene in the coronavirus crisis, as many struggle physically, financially, and emotionally. The 5-week event culminates on the eve of Pentecost Sunday with an inspirational online program called Stories of Hope. Hosted by evangelists Andrew and Wendy Palau, it will feature testimonies from actress Chrissy Metz and former NFL coach Tony Dungy, as well as music by Tasha Cobbs Leonard, Toby Mac, and Hillsong United.
Well, please welcome to the 700 Club, Andrew and Wendy Palau. And Andrew, I want to ask you before we start, how about your father? He had serious cancer. How's he doing?
Well, thank you for asking, sir. He sends his greetings. He's doing quite well under the circumstances, and he's strong. He did a big Easter special. He recorded a gospel message that reached so many around the world, and so continue to pray, and he sends his love as along with Wendy's parents, Robert and Judy Levy. So it's good to serve together all these years. We sure love you guys.
Well, thank you so much. All right, well, what's this 2020 thing we're talking about?
Yeah, so Go 2020 is great. It's a huge network of churches that day in and day out look for different ways to equip and challenge the church to share the good news, primarily personally. You know that every believer is a witness. So especially in the month of May, there's a heightened emphasis of prayer and evangelism training, and then energizing people with tools to go out. And then for this May, coming right into Pentecost, the final push of this energy will be an evangelism training in the morning. And Nick Hall, one of our friends, is leading that part. Lots of different people coming together. For our part at the Luis Palau team, we're known for festivals and unified citywide outreaches. For now, we've rescheduled those in this situation, which is fine because we can go further with those groups and deeper in that process. But we're turning our attention to this incredible moment of opportunity that we will probably never, ever see again in our lifetime for the gospel, a heightened receptivity. So this Stories of Hope is a culmination of all of these Go 2020 energies in the month of May. So that's in a nutshell, and if you go to palau.org, you see all the details.
Wendy, I want to ask you, is your father the chicken man down in Jamaica? That's your father?
That's my father.
He's a member of our region board. He's a wonderful guy. And
I know. He has loved being on the Regent board with you. It's been a blessing.
Well, he's a blessing. Well, what role are you going to play in this reaching 1 billion people?
Well, you know, Mr. Robinson, my heart is for the lost. And I feel that more than ever, people need hope. Not just optimism, not just a sense that everything will be okay eventually, but there's this desperate need for the hope that Hebrews 6 talks about, the hope that is the anchor for our souls. And we just feel so committed to it, and God just continues to opening the doors. That hope is only found in a relationship with Jesus Christ. So I'm with him.
Yeah, and the Lord has rescued us. And if I get a chance, I always tell my story of how God rescued me after 27 years of rebellion against the things of God in the way of my family. My parents did exactly what we're talking about. They used everything available to them. They prayed for me. They lived a life as a testimony, and they shared the gospel with me. So Stories of Hope is a 1-hour gospel presentation featuring testimonies of all these great friends that are coming together, and it's as simple as this. They will come on and do a 60 to 90 second testimony saying, I have hope with God because, and then they will open up their hearts. And one of those little nuggets along the way, along with the worship, and then I'll have my part at the end to give a little bit more fuller gospel call. But people can respond all the way along. Great tool for every follower of Christ to say, I have hope. I've tried to share. I've shared in various ways. Here's one more tool that will allow me to touch lives with the gospel. So if it's mostly Facebook Live and all those other digital media platforms, and people can use their social media. So if you go to palau.org, you can get all the details of how you can be fully prepared. Get your prayer card. We want everyone praying for their friends and inviting them to know Christ.
Thank you both. Folks, Stories of Hope will be live streamed next Saturday. And for more information, you can go to cbnnews.com. And Wendy and Andrew, we want to thank you so much for being with us, and God bless you both. And Wendy, tell your father hello from me, okay?
I will. Thank you, sir.
God